The first type of factorising is known as the highest common factor. To find the highest common factor, you get the highest number that can be divided into 2 or more numbers. In this case, it is 7. You take this number outside of the brackets, and you're left with 8 and 3x. The second type of factorising is factors by grouping. This is when you have a 4-term expression in which 2 of the pairs each have their own common factor. To start, we're going to figure out which 2 terms go together. This is a bit of trial and error and you might not get it first try. Once you find the pairs that match, take out the common factor. In this case, it is 2d, so you're left with 5e and d. You're then going to do the same on the other side. So take out minus f and you're left with 5e and d again. Make sure that the terms inside both sets of brackets are the same. Then put the terms outside the brackets into a separate bracket and put the terms inside a bracket into its own bracket. So you're left with 2d minus f and 5e plus d. The third type of factorising is known as the difference of 2 squares. You recognise that you have to use this type of factorising when you have 2 square numbers and an x or y squared. So you first have to find the square root of 25x squared, which is 5x. You then find the square root of 49n squared, which is 7n. So you then write that out into 2 brackets, one bracket with a plus and one bracket with a minus, because then once you multiply them together again, you should end up with the original expression. The final type of factorising is quadratic factorising. This can be distinguished with the equation having 3 terms. The first term has an unknown squared, the second term has an unknown, and the third term is a constant. So to begin, draw out your 2 sets of brackets. Then look at the sign in front of the final term. Since it is a minus, you're going to put a plus in one bracket and a minus in the other bracket. Then look at the first term. You're going to factorise it by putting 2x in one bracket and x in the other. Then list out the factors of the final term. So for 18, we have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. The next step involves a bit of trial and error. You're going to try and figure out which pair of factors of 18 should put in the brackets, that when they're solved equal the middle term minus 9x. In this case, it is plus 3 and minus 6. You should then multiply out your brackets to see if your terms work.